Welcome to the Business Buyer Diaries. My name is Nathan Platter. I'm a full-time employee, and I bought a business. I did everything right, from finding the deal, handling all the due diligence on 63 opportunities, and ultimately bought a profitable gym. And boy, was I in for a big surprise as a new owner. I chronicled everything in real time, including the biggest wins to the stressful nights at 2 a.m. I'm sharing my journey without sugarcoating anything, so you don't make the same mistakes that I did. Here's today's episode.
All right. Well, it's the end of a Thursday. The work week conferences are done, and I decided to go for a run in LA to clear the mind and to just do something completely different. I ended up going for like 2.5 hours. It was like 11 miles. Wait, is that 6? Yeah, that's about right. I did a lot of walking in between. Wanted to make sure I wasn't estimating the time wrong. But it's tough. It's tough having a business and that being a goal for so long. And as soon as I get it, it's now a lot more work than I thought it would be. It's tough having a phenomenal day job, and that cannot be the main mental focus that I wanted to be doing because there's a distraction of a business payment. And there's just like distractions of owning something. It's tough having 3 kids at home that want me to turn off the brain at 5 p.m. and now be a parent and play and have fun. And we're about to lose $10,000 more from owning the business. And the pay for my job is just enough to cover the bills, but now we're going into the whole 10 grand because the business was misrepresented in the sale. It's tough because my wife wants me to just relax, be at peace, and be at home. And I don't want us to declare bankruptcy within the next 12 months because of my ability to get deceived and to fall into the trap of being a victim, and woe is me. And it's tough because I know God's going to make this all work out for his glory, but it's a hard process in between. And it's tough to make time for friends because friends are valuable and important, but yet we have a ticking time bomb of owning this business that's going to let down 300 members, several staff. We make it so that my wife and I cannot own a home or buy a car to replace our rusty vehicles for 4 or 5 more years. And it's tough, like, having true, unwavering trust in God when it seems like everything's about to implode over the next calendar year. And it's just tough to process all that and not start analyzing and problem solving and put all those thoughts out there. And it's tough to share the burden with other people, like family or friends, because what are they going to do? Write a check for 10 grand to help us make it 1 more month? Or they're going to take up a second job, or they're going to pay for our daycare, they're going to get us groceries. I don't know. It's tough to not believe that this was a bad decision. And where do I go from here? What do I do first? What's the next vendor that I work with? What's the next marketing endeavor? What do I do part of me is like, well, the business is losing 10 grand a month, plus I owe a $5,000 loan payment on this. Should I just close the doors, shut down the business, stop the bleeding of the operations, the losing money, and just figure out a way to pony up the SBA payment? Because that's only $5,000 to $6,000. I can find a sales job that makes $6 grand a month. That's doable. It's really hard to try to invest your time into staff that may have one foot out the door, that need to be handheld, members that need a lot of catering and servicing, because I feel like they're paying $150 a month. They now get $500 worth of value. And so part of me is contemplating, what if we just lock the doors, shut down the business, stop all operations, and I just tell the landlord, hey, bankruptcy, go through the courts, and I'm going to restructure the loan, SBA loan payment, and I'll just have to figure out how to make $6 grand a month on top of my day job, and then we're fine. Right now I have to figure out how to find 15 grand a month. 6,000 is a lot easier to find. 15 is hard. I can see why restaurants decide to just close the doors overnight, not telling staff, don't tell the vendors. Say, hey, thank you to the community. We're done. We'll see you later. Because you need people to be acting like things are humming and running smoothly. And if you give them like, hey, we're going to be closing in 3 months, then people are going to slowly disappear. And then now you're 3 months bleeding out before you're actually dead. And selfishly, it's better to just end it on the spot and to not give heads up that you're struggling. And so telling creditors, telling customers, telling vendors that, hey, things are rough, I don't think those benefit you. They only benefit other people and the hard news that you have to give them. So selfishly, you have to hide the rough parts that you're in. And that's really tempting right now. Right now, being February 1st, I'm just dealing with all the headache and the hassle. Because my staff are making 15 times more than I am. Well, more because I'm cutting my salary to zero. So they're making a couple 100,000 times as much as I am because I'm making zero. They're making more than zero. And it's a math statement. That's not an addition statement. So folks don't say, you pay people 150 grand a month. No, I said times. If I pay myself $1 and they make $10,000, then yes, that's a 10,000. If I pay myself zero, so play the math card on me. It's a multiplication statement. So right now I'm just chilling. Watching a movie to try to inspire myself. I went for a 2.5 mile run, learning about sales opportunities, trying to figure out what the heck I'm going to do. Right now I'm feeling pretty hopeless. Not quite sure how to turn the ship around. This past week, my top employee has been scheduling themselves, too vague, but I already said herself, so there's that, to work most of her shifts, but now filling in other people. She doesn't salary. Other people are paid hourly. So by a salary person that's showing up and my hourly people showing up, raising my payroll costs. So no, it's not going to fly. If that's going to be how it's done, everyone's on hourly. You're not going to get salary. So I need to have that hard conversation. Then that's where I head back home. And then back home means back into parent mode, spouse mode, employee mode, business owner mode, happy friend mode. And in my head, I'm a duck swimming, trying to keep my head above water with cement shoes around my ankles. So I put this all out there because this is the tough side of business ownership. Even when a business is profitable, that does not mean your business that you buy will be profitable. It's easy to be defrauded on accounting statements, and profit and loss for one person does not profit and loss for everyone. So that's why I recommend people do not buy a business that's doing under $1 million in revenue. It's too easy for accounting games to benefit someone and not to benefit you. So we're at. That's where we're going. I get early night's sleep so I can get up early for my flight so I can fly home and keep life trucking along. Let's rock and roll.
This has been another episode of the Business Buyer Diaries. Subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. I hope you're realizing that business ownership is no cakewalk. Check the podcast notes for a link to the DIY due diligence program, the complete list of show sponsors, and for media inquiries. Music written and composed by Wes Schrock. I'm your host, Nathan Platter. Join me again on the next one.